Hello students, as you know we have already started acid, bases and salts, and this chapter is going to be very interesting. We have already discussed about the acids, their characteristics and their types also. Acids can be of two types, that is, one is organic acid and another one is the mineral acid. Okay, so here I need to write that one is your organic acid and another one is your mineral acid. Organic acids, they are mild and weak acids, and mineral acid are considered to be strong acids, okay, because of they produce burning sensation on skin and they are also corrosive in nature. So mineral acids you find in your labs like hydrochloric acid, then you have got your H2SO4, sulfuric acid. Not only this, you get your nitric acid, HNO3. So these are the mineral acids, strong acids, which are not edible, okay, which are not edible. And one thing you must be noticing, that all the acids, they have at least hydrogen in it. Whether it is organic or mineral, they have got hydrogen. So this is the identification of any acid, that it has hydrogen in it. Then organic acids, they are citric acid, malic acid, all these are organic acid, which are mild, they have mild effect and they are edible also. Organic acid, one more identification is, if you see their formula, although it is not there in your syllabus, but they have carbon and hydrogen in it, okay. So mineral acid, they have got hydrogen only, basically, that is, their hydrogen is present, and in case of organic acid, hydrogen and carbon both are present. They are mild in action and they are edible also. They don't cause any burning sensation or corrosive effect. So these are the types of acid which you come across in your day-to-day life. Now next is bases. We have already studied the basic characteristic of bases, that their chemical nature is, they are basic, they are having the basic chemical nature. Then second was they have got a bitter taste, B for bitter, B for base, you have to learn like this, bitter taste, and they are soapy on touch, they are little soapy on touch. When you touch them, you can feel that stickiness or soapiness, so they are soapy to touch. And as I told you, that what is the identification mark of acids? Acids, they have got the H, hydrogen element, and bases ka functional group which is present in base is hydroxide. Hydroxide shows that they are base. For example, if it is magnesium hydroxide, base, sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide. So these all are the bases. Now different bases, they have got different functions also. Here you can see calcium hydroxide is present in lime water, okay. Then ammonium hydroxide, it is present in your window cleaners. You can check whatever things you are having at home, you can explore the ingredients. Then soap is having sodium and potassium hydroxide. Then milk of magnesia is having magnesium hydroxide. It is an antacid. Whenever some digestion problem is there, your mother gives you Digene, milk of magnesia. You must have seen that pink colored, or another, it is available in other flavors also. So that is, Digene is having magnesium hydroxide, or it is found in milk of magnesia. Milk of magnesia is antacid. Whenever you feel any acidity, antacid, then just to kill that acidic effect, your mother gives you antacid. Anti-acid is antacid. Milk of magnesia, very important. And is it a base or acid? It's a base, because whenever we have to neutralize the effect of acid, we give the base, and whenever we have to neutralize the effect of base, we have to give the acid. This is a nice slide, very interesting slide to show you which one is acidic or base. For example, stomach acid, that is your HCl. You have studied in second chapter that stomach is having HCl. Then lemon is also having one acid. So all these are acidic in nature, okay. This is pH meter from 0, 7 and 14, Okay, so 7 number is for neutral, and when you go here then basic characteristic increases. When you come down from 7 then acidic character increases. Smaller number means more acidic, and bigger number like 13, 14 and like this, it means more of basic, and 7 is for neutral. You see pure water is neutral, that because it is having 7, and below this then acidic character will increase, and above 7 the basic character will increase. Okay, so you can see this slide carefully and you can come across and you can know about different substances, whether they are acidic or whether they are basic. So here you can learn, but we can also find out which substance is acidic and basic because you have got indicators. With the help of some indicators we can find out ourselves that which substance is acidic, which one is basic and which one is neutral. So now next topic will be about the amazing indicators. Now next one is related to the difference between acid and bases. Although we have not discussed all the points, but whatever we have discussed till time we can always discuss them. Then acid, they are sour in taste, well and good. Bases, they are bitter in taste. Now if you see this one, bases, they are soapy to touch. Acids, they do not give soapy touch. They do not give soapy touch. Acids, they are acidic in nature, and bases, they are basic in nature. I gave you one more difference related to the presence of H ions. Okay, so H hydrogen is always present in acid, and bases, they have got a functional group of hydroxyl, that is hydroxyl group is present in the bases. So whenever we mix acid in water, they release H ions. Whenever we mix base in the water, they release OH ions. Either you can learn like this, or you remember that acids, they contain H, hydrogen, and bases, they contain OH, that is hydroxyl group. Now next is types of indicator. There are different indicators available. First one is the natural indicator, and the second one is the artificial indicator. Natural means the indicator which we get from the nature, and synthetic or artificial means man-made indicators. But before that you must be knowing what are indicators. So indicators are the substances which tells the nature of any other substance. They are called indicator. They indicate whether something is acidic or basic. So these are so amazing that they tell the chemical nature of the substances. Let's study about natural indicator first. So natural indicators, they are used to test whether, what are indicators? They are used to test whether a substance is acidic or basic in nature. The indicator change their color when added to a solution. So how they tell about whether something is acidic or basic? Because they change the color. Whenever they are mixed in acidic solution, they give different color. Whenever they are added to a basic solution, they change their color. So because of the change in color, we come to know about the chemical nature of that particular substance, whatever we are checking. Some natural occurring indicators are, now we will focus on the natural indicator. So natural indicator is litmus paper. Then we have got turmeric, that is haldi, which we commonly use at our homes. Then China rose is also there, gudhal, you must be knowing about gudhal, China rose, hibiscus, that is also there. Then red cabbage. So today we will be discussing about litmus only. Okay, so litmus paper is a natural indicator. Litmus is obtained from the lichens. We have studied lichens in first chapter. Do you remember lichens? So lichens, they are used for making the litmus basically. So litmus paper is an indicator. You must have seen litmus paper in your labs also. So in an acidic solution it turns red, and when it is added to basic solution it turns blue. Usually it is available as red and blue litmus paper. Let's see how it looks like. It is like this, litmus paper. So this is red litmus paper, one of them is red litmus paper, another is blue litmus paper. Always remember, when the result is coming blue, it means base. Whenever the result is coming red, it means acid. You have to remember this. Okay, now let's start. For example, this is red litmus paper. You have dipped in a base. Red litmus paper in base turns blue, okay, and blue will remain blue because base, the litmus paper, they turn blue in the bases. And acids, if it is acid, now see, this one is acid, for example. Again you have another red litmus paper. So red in acid will be red and blue in acid will be red. And if it is neutral, no change at all will be there. So this is how the litmus paper changes its color in basic and acidic solutions. Okay, that's why they are called indicator. They indicate whether the solution is acidic or basic. Thank you very much. Keep revising. Take care of yourself.